The Her Experience, presented by the Herpreneur Network, happening April 21st through the 23rd, and featuring a plethora of breakout workshops. Hosted by our very own Dr. Nikki Zeigler. Registration is only $99. Come and hear from Coach Cora Jace, Dr. Connie Stewart, Dr. Shirley Clark, Dr. Josephine Harris. Additional speaker spots are available. Come and hear from Coach Tamara Weaver and Lloyd Benson Jr. Experience the Her Awards, the Pink Fire Empowerment Brunch, and the Her Cave Experience. Don't miss out on this opportunity to collaborate, create, and celebrate. The Herpreneur Network, where collaboration trumps competition. We'll see you there.
All right, guys, listen, we're here. I'm excited today. God is just awesome, man. And I cannot fathom how I feel right now. I'm excited to see what God's going to do in this space. This is Dr. Nikki Zeigler. I am the founder of the Herpreneur Network, and we have some amazing speakers from all over the world coming to Dallas next week. From how to secure Airbnb, starting with $7,000. I didn't know that you can do that. $7,000 is not a lot of money to get you some Airbnb. How to build your business credit, how to build your personal credit, how to. And it's a plethora of information that we need as Christian women in business and in ministry. And I'm super duper excited. I want to give a shout out to all of the herpreneurs, them old good old ambassadors as part of this network. Shout out to my spiritual mom, Dr. Connie Stewart. I love you. Shout out to my husband and those who just labor among me as I transition into who God is allowing me to become, right? And so I'm excited to be here, guys. Listen, I just want to go ahead and bring her on in. Listen, no need of us talking too long. Look how she looking.
Right now, live. Hey, y'all. I'm just sharing and telling people that I'm live, so my bad, and putting my things on Do Not Disturb.
I mean, I'm like, is the phone ringing or what's going on? Cora,
right.
Coach Cora, Pastor Cora, how are you?
I am doing well, and yourself?
I am doing good. Okay. We minding our business and drinking our water.
Most of the time.
Okay. Oh, look, they're blowing you up, man. Listen, look. Listen. We're here for it, baby.
Hey, crew booze. What's up?
Listen, so this is the deal, Cora. I have these cute speakers, right? They so cute. I'm a girl.
They are very cute.
I'm gonna bring you one next week. I got to get you one. Listen, I've been jamming to these things in my truck, like in my office. They are loud. And so whoever posts the most people get one of these. So y'all okay. So you can either do pink. Now, Cora, what color you want, Cora? What color you want?
Pink.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh my God. Listen, go ahead, y'all. Cora got hers. I got plenty more over here. Cora got hers. So don't put her in her goodie bag that we're giving her. But come on, let's go ahead and tag it up. Listen, we got to get 100 people on here. This is where that. Listen, this is where you're supposed to be at. So, y'all, okay, so this Dr. Sylvia, I'm going to definitely acknowledge her. I'm going to tell you why in a minute, why we won't definitely acknowledge her. But Cora, like, I've been knowing you like ever. I was telling Cora when she came on live, I was like, because, like, we PK kids, y'all. And y'all ain't do us right. Like, y'all ain't do us right.
Okay, that's where we're starting.
All right. They ain't do us right now. They told us we weren't gonna never amount to nothing. You know, they put the stickler on our name and said we was jacked all up. Well, some of it was true. You know, some of us are kind of different. But we, you know, but you know, our daddy, he said God called him, and we had to
fall into the vision.
even because we didn't want to do it. We kind of was over there. But see, Cora always wanted to be no. Listen, I saw your interview. I was the opposite, Cora. I wasn't trying to go to church for real. I was like, babe, I'm trying to get to the club. I'm trying to.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, no, it was in me. As a little girl, I wanted to be a preacher. I wanted to help people. I wanted to have wisdom and insight to bring people out of darkness.
So she said since you were 5 years old.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a dream. You know, I saw you on Swag Her magazine. Shout out to Fancy. And I was just so inspired by you. I was telling Cora it was times where I wanted to give up on life, but I saw you stood. And the limelight has always been on you. And I said to myself, well, if she can do it, I can do it. Mm-hmm. So for me, you've always been that role model for me, because we've always had to be the light. Even when we was kind of broken, we always had to stand in the midst of whatever we went through. But I think for you, you have really been a role model to a lot of us, the ultimate intercessor for me. It was time that you prayed, and I was like, you know what? Okay, let me put my big girl panties on, and let me keep moving because of your light. You know, I call you the surge protector. A friend of mine told me about a surge protector, and you are a surge protector for so many people. Wow. I don't say that publicly, you know. And I have to give you this demonstration. I carry it everywhere I go because this is my hope, you know. And I did this demonstration the other night. When you look at a surge protector, you know, we carry a lot. Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. And people look at us and they be like, okay, but we're carrying a lot of people because of the life of the title that we have. So I don't know if you agree with that, or what symbolic can you take from this, but Jesus is the plug, right?
Right.
God, but these holes won't work until Cora show up.
Well, the other thing about that is there are holes, as is life. In order to create power, in order to have power, in order to move in power, you have to embrace the holes in life. We often want to be whole before God can use us, but it is the holes that ignite the power. It is the hurt, the pain, the dirt that brings about the blossoming of a seed. There is very rarely a story in the Bible where God used someone without holes.
Man, that was good, man. I never even looked at it like that. So you're just adding on to what God gave. I love you. I think, you know, it's all about being able to trust the process. I think for me, the challenge that I went through, I was homeless for a while. And I lost a lot and gained, lost, gain. But the challenge that I had was I wanted things to happen right then, right there, right now. And life doesn't happen like that. You have to go through some things to get to that purpose. And, you know, with that being said, you know, how do you keep going? Like, have there ever been a time where you were like, you know what? Y'all can have all this. I don't even want nothing.
How many times, you know, I don't think that the calling or the anointing that God places on our life comes without running. And I really feel that if you don't have a little bit of run in you, it's almost like an arrogance
Mm.
to run into the call, to not question if you have the capacity, to not question if you have the knowledge, to not question if you have the wisdom, the understanding to move in that area, to not have any fear that you would fail God.
Mm.
Is prideful and arrogant. So I think that there's always a time where God shows you that you're going to do something greater than the grief that you've gone through. And when he shows you that, immediately, if you do not have a fear of the Lord, a fear of that favor, a weight of responsibility that falls on you, if you don't have any of that, then you are after the platform for performing purposes and not power purposes.
Wow. So, with the title that you have as a pastor's daughter, with the title that you have as a pastor, as a coach, how did you avoid media, or how did you avoid not also how did, and it's a two-part question, how did you avoid not disappointing your like for instance with my dad, he's a pastor, and I used to be convicted, but then I got to the grown, I'm like, man, I'm grown, you know. How do you, I'm trying to see if I get this question right. First of all, let's start here. How did you avoid media? How do you avoid media?
You feel like I avoid media?
No, not in a bad way. Let me make sure I get this right.
No, no,
I feel like,
no. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I didn't receive it as a bad way.
okay.
No, I'm surprised. I don't feel like I avoid media. I feel like I do not allow the media to impact me emotionally. And because I do not allow media to impact me emotionally or validate me, then it feels or may appear that I avoid media or have no real care for it. But the reality is I find that my relationship with prayer happens in the privacy of my life. When I come out in the public, it is really just to say whatever it is that God has laid on my heart. It's something to think about, it's a prayer, it's an encouragement. It's I try to use media to produce the message that God has in my heart. And I don't have an interest in bringing people in to the mess of my life, because I don't feel like that is productive.
Right.
I feel like if you're going to be an influencer, that you should influence things that impact people's life in a positive way instead of influencing mess and drama.
That's good. Come on with these answers, baby. Okay. So here's the other question. Now, growing up in the church, how did you deal with when you want to make a decision and it will affect your family or your dad or your mom? How did you like do what you wanted to do?
Um, so like at the end of the day, my absolute boss and submission is to God, my heavenly Father, first and foremost. And so whenever I am, like I said, whenever I am going to do something that I feel is going to impact my family in any way, I try to make sure that it is an absolute yes from God, because if it is not, then I put myself at risk of shortening my lifespan through dishonoring what God has given them as guidance and direction for my life. And so if I can say God trumps them, absolutely.
Yeah, of
But
course.
if I don't have a yes from God, if I don't have direction and guidance from God, if it's a Cora decision, I'm always going to surrender to my parents if it's a Cora decision. I very rarely will go outside of the gate unless it's God.
This is God. Okay. What's your favorite color?
Red.
Okay. What's your favorite ice cream?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. Okay. Cocktail or long gown?
It would depend on the event.
Because I'm just a long gown girl. I just love it. You know, I just have to be like, that.
I like cocktail. When I think cocktail because you can see my chucks. Long gowns, you're not going to be able to see my kicks. And I am definitely going to have on a pair of kicks that need to be seen. Like
you already made. Okay, so I can't say sneakers or heels because you're a sneaker.
Absolutely, all day.
What's your favorite sneaker?
Converse.
Converse.
Yeah, I wear Chucks. I don't really like any other type of shoe. I wear Chucks. I preach in Chucks. I walk in Chucks. My photo shoots are Chucks. I'm a Converse girl.
Okay. Long nail, short nail.
Short nail.
Why?
Because long nails I can't maintain them. I can't sustain them. I do too much in life, pulling up pants and stuff, opening up cabinets. I'm just risky. I'm clumsy. It's not good. And I played piano for so long and couldn't wear long nails.
Right.
It's like short nails I can maintain.
Your people ain't here talking up something.
My crew boos know me. They know me.
Okay. Restaurant or cook at home?
Restaurant. Child, who be wanting to who be wanting to be cooking at home? Lord, know you got food at home. Don't be wanting to cook. My freezer is frosting over right now. Lord.
Somebody say yes. Okay, what's your favorite dish? And these are questions people don't inbox me, by the way. I'm like, what question y'all want to
ask? Okay. My favorite dish to cook or eat?
Okay, favorite dish to cook.
Okay, my favorite dish to cook is spaghetti.
Okay.
My favorite dish to eat, I'd have to say my mom's fried chicken.
Mama can cook fried chicken.
Oh, mama can cook fried chicken. Nobody's touching my mama's wings. Absolutely not.
What's your favorite? Okay, we gotta talk about wings now. Come on now. We gotta talk about wings. So, what's your favorite wing?
Flats or drums type or flavor?
Yes.
Flats. I'm flats. Flats all day. See, the people know your girl. It's the crew booze for me. Flats.
I gotta have them flats. I gotta have them flats, y'all.
Yes.
I would say extra for flats.
You can't pick all flats. Like, really, that needs to be an option for my life. Okay.
What season? Hot, lemon pepper, teriyaki. What else, y'all? Come on, help us.
You talking Wingstop, Hawaiian barbecue.
Did you say Wingstop? You eat at Wingstop?
Yeah, I eat at Wingstop. There's a place called It's Wings here. And they have like a apple barbecue that I really like as well. Yeah, I like sweet. I'm a sweet girl when it comes to wings.
So,
and I will do a good lemon pepper. I do like a Wingstop lemon pepper. I rock with them.
I like my lemon pepper drenched.
Yeah.
It's gotta be drenched, man. You gotta get that flavor. Okay.
Absolutely.
So, are you the fry girl? Do you like fries?
Yes, I love French fries. Absolutely.
Okay. Yes. McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
You eat McDonald's? Talk about.
I eat their French fries. I recently, actually, McDonald's has been tasting really counterfeit to me. And so I don't know if it's just like my body is like rejecting the idea of processed foods, but like I can't really rocks with them like I used to. But if I had to pick, absolutely, fresh, hot dropped McDonald's French fries are gonna beat Burger
Yeah,
King.
they ain't fresh. I don't eat them. I'm just
No, drop my things fresh. I will wait. I don't mind waiting.
Fry them hard. Okay, who's your favorite singer?
Brandy.
I promise you, I love Brandy.
Yeah.
That number one, the first single, the whole CD. Man, I'll rock that right now.
Brandy's she's gonna knock it out of the park. I've never seen her miss. Never. I've never seen her miss.
Okay, gospel artists. Tell the truth, shame the devil, Cora.
There's so many right there. I'd say probably Tasha Cobbs. Between Tasha Cobbs and Psalmist Rain.
Psalmist Rain. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you like Maverick City?
Oh, absolutely. But you're talking gospel. I think upbeat. I think upbeat, like pop, poppity pop. But I'm a worshiper at heart. So Psalmist Rain and Maverick City are gonna be my go-tos. At heart. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody know that you are a intercessor.
Yes, ma'am.
When it's time for you to lay at his presence in your home, what music do you play? What gets you to that point?
It's gonna be Maverick City music. It's going to. I have a playlist, so it's gonna be Maverick City music. It's gonna be Psalmist Rain. It's gonna be Chandler Moore. It's gonna be the One House worship. Probably some Todd Dulaney. Like it. I really love worship.
Me too. Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good, man. I mean, look at you. You got so flashy. I mean, you're knocking it out the park. Because I wanted it to be, guys. I wanted it to be a fun interview, and I wanted us to get to know Cora. Like, you know, these type of interviews is what we need for the body of Christ. Just fun. I mean, we can talk serious stuff, but no, I want to have fun.
Yeah, I like to have fun.
I like to have fun. I don't be want to do all that other stuff now. Okay. Did you have moves when you was like in school? Like, were you a dancer in school, or were you kind of like, were you an introvert or out? Like, were you in or out? Like, were you cool?
I was very, very much so an introvert in school. Yes. I'm trying to say it in a nice way. I don't really fool with people like that. So my sister and I went to school together. I didn't feel the need to have like a whole bunch of friends outside of her. I really had maybe one or two friends in high school, but outside of my sister, like we didn't really need nobody else. And then my dad used to always say, you ain't gonna know them 10 years from now. You're not gonna know them 10 years from now. You're not gonna know them. And so I felt like if I'm not gonna really know you 10 years from now, I don't really feel like I should make a full investment in something that ain't gonna last. Like I'm gonna focus on what's gonna last. And like my sister and I, we gonna last. I'm gonna know her for the rest of my life.
So my question to you, you never had like a best friend, like when you was in elementary or junior high? No? Are you for real?
My best friend, I met her in the debutante before I got, well, I don't know if I got kicked out or I left. It was a combination of the two. But either way, I met her.
You got come now.
I met her at a debutante meeting. It may have been like the first, second, or third meeting, but she said a joke, and I was the only one that laughed. This is Brittany Hall. And I cracked up like we were the only two that laughed in the room. And from that moment to this day, we've been best friends. So it's been maybe 23 years now.
I need you to tell me how either you got kicked out or you left. What you did?
Or I left. Well, it was a combination of the two. So the director, my mom created the program.
Right.
But there was a director that was kind of over it too. And like, well, I guess there are buttons that you can push to make me an extrovert. But for the most part, I'm chill. Like, I don't really cause no issues. But if you push me, Breon, that's my middle name, she will address things accordingly. So the director said something real rude. I can't remember. I was like 12 at the time. And I felt disrespected on behalf of my mother. And so I said something to her, and she called herself like putting me in my place or something like that. Like, she may have said like, I'm the director, you don't get to talk to me like that or something like that. And I was like, listen, I don't have to be in this little program, but you're not going to talk bad about my mama. So we're not going to do that. This is my mama program. And so I ended up leaving. And I think that they probably wanted me to leave because I do have quite a bit of a bite when you hurt or I feel like you disrespecting somebody I care about. It's an issue.
So you got that comeback. I'm gonna come back and get
Oh yeah. It's 5 of us. I can't not know how to clap back.
Okay, so how were you growing up as a sibling?
I'm the middle child. I'm the middle child. So I had the brunt of 2 younger and 2 older siblings. And so we all have partners, and it's interesting. All of our pairs are 7 years apart, all the way down to the last grandchild.
What?
Yeah. And so we stuck together as siblings. We moved here when I was 7 or 8. My brothers had to have been 16, somewhere around, or 14, somewhere around there. And we were kind of rushed into celebrity status, and it was crazy for us because we come from West Virginia, just a small town, right, to people asking us for our autographs and calling us Bishop's daughter. That's Bishop's daughter. That's Bishop's daughter. And so that's why I named my podcast Call Me Cora, because when we moved down here, it was like I lost my name and everybody started calling me Bishop's daughter. Even in headlines, it would read Bishop T.D. Jake's daughter, Cora. Bishop T.D. Jake's daughter, Cora. And so I always, when we got rushed into it, it was culture shock for all of us as siblings, because we were like very down to earth country kids, like just wanting to be regular, like no issues. And so we stuck together. I would fight you over my siblings. I would say what they wouldn't. I kept everybody laughing. I was extremely, and am still, ferociously faithful. And so I was always praying for my family. Whenever the going got tough, they would find me in the chapel or somewhere praying for the family. So I always felt like kind of a pillar of just joy and faith for my family since I was little, even up to now.
Okay, here I found questions again.
Okay,
Boys to Men or New Edition?
Boys to Men.
Okay,
I'm 35.
I know. We look, but you know,
New Edition a little bit further up.
You might have that old school in you, man. You know, you might have that.
It's true. We do have some old soul, but yeah, Boys to Men, they're my people. They're my people.
So, okay, are you an LL Cool J fan?
Yes, absolutely.
Like LL Cool J. Okay. What about Fantasia?
More for his acting than his music.
Yeah, definitely his acting. Now he did good with that.
Yes.
Are you a wrestling fan? Do you watch wrestling?
I did when I was younger, but not now.
So you ain't never met The Rock. You want The Rock?
No, I have never met The Rock. I have not.
I can't believe you. I just picture you being like a wrestling fan. Like, let's get into it.
No.
No. Okay, reality TV. Do you watch it?
Sometimes, yes.
What do you watch?
Like Love is Blind, Married at First Sight, My 600-Pound Life.
Okay.
Sometimes, and now I'm in bereavement because Nene is gone, so I don't really watch it. But sometimes I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta.
What? So Nene was your favorite? Well, because she could read real good.
Nene could read, and she was herself. She was her absolute self. If her marriage was sinking, you knew it. If she was happy, you knew it. If she didn't like you, you knew it. If she loved you, you knew it. She was real and authentic, and I believe that is the foundation of what we should be looking for in reality TV shows. She was the most, I feel, authentic of the housewives.
Okay. So the most shade, I thought Cora, I thought Phaedra.
Oh, the pettiest of them all.
Phaedra reads you from head to toe.
Phaedra be petty.
I mean, nasty with it. I'm like,
Yeah, that's that lawyer in her though. You just can't take that out of her. She know how to fight. She know how to fight.
And I think I will say this publicly. I am proud of Portia. I think she has grown. She definitely has grown. Right.
Yes, I'm celebrating her love right now.
I am celebrating her, even though some people say it wasn't real. I mean, clearly.
Well, you never know what's real, so you can't really speak on that. But for what they're showing, I'm celebrating. And if they show something different, I won't be celebrating. You just ride the wave. You ride the wave. That's how you do that.
I can't with you today. I can't with you. You is that straight. You are literally straight shooting. Okay. Tell me as a childhood, what was the most embarrassing time you had as a childhood? Like, have you ever been? Okay, because we know Mama is so sweet. Like, she is just so humble. Have you ever got a whooping in church? Have you ever got like in trouble big time in church? None of that.
No, not in church. No. Our brothers got in trouble in church so much and had so many stories that I think we just kind of stayed away from getting in trouble in church. Like my dad would be preaching, come down, hit my brother, and go back and keep preaching. So we kind of stayed clear of that. My most embarrassing moment as a child, I don't really
Cora. Come on now.
I can't really think of one. For me, I feel like falling in front of people would be the most embarrassing thing. So I used to literally always pray, like, Lord, please don't let me fall in front of these people. Like, please don't let me trip in front of these people. Oh, I got it. So my dad asked me to pray for the first time in front of the congregation, like spontaneously. And he's infamous for spontaneously putting you on the spot. And so he calls me up and I'm like shaking, I'm anxious, I'm petrified. I pray, but not in front of thousands of people. Like, whoa. So I get the mic and the first thing out of my mouth is, "Dear Jesus." And though it seems and sounds very sincere, very childlike, very innocent, it was in that moment that I felt an immediate cringe Because I could not believe that I opened up like so soft, so mild, so little girl. I may have been like 13 or 14
You
years
wanted to rip it. You wanted to say,
old. Jesus. Oh my gosh. How do I get back from this? Most embarrassing moment. It was, of course, everybody thought was a beautiful prayer, but I was cringing because I just felt like I wanted to go up there and you know how I do now. That first round, child, your girl was dear Jesus, timid. I wanted the ferocious warrior. I was ready to go up there and roar. And it was like when Simba went to roar at the hyenas.
he
And
said,
they that's how it felt. Like it felt like the devil was laughing at my dear Jesus, and I felt disrespected in that moment. So
I cannot with you right now. But look at
now
today.
I never do it again. Every time I hit the mic, you know it's gonna be fired. Like I will never, ever go back to that.
I can't with you today. Baby, you get that microphone now, you'll be all up. I'm like, ain't no telling what she about to say, man.
I'm saying you can't take the mic and be weak, watered. You can't water down the anointing. You got to be strong with it. Be strong with it.
I'm gonna tell you something about your mom. So I actually worked for your dad for a while.
Really?
Yes. So around MegaFest time, I used to be one of the VPs of Gospel Today magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And so your dad, him and Teresa Harrison, they buddies.
Yeah.
Right. So he calls to the office and she was like, I answered the phone. That's my first time hearing your dad's voice. I was like, I had just moved. I'm from a Baptist. My generation is Baptist. I'm from Baptist, whatever. So I'm working at Gospel Today. Your dad answered phone like, I want to speak to Dr. Teresa Harrison. And so she was busy. She said, well, tell him she'll call me. He said, well, I just want to let her know, that we're going to take this. We call it, took MegaFest to the big level. He was doing Woman I Lose. And so I went home and I ended up helping them with this project. I ended up helping your dad. I came to Dallas and I sat with your mom, and your mom taught me how to eat with my fork, spoon, and knife. She was like,
that sounds like my mom.
She was so sweet. She was so, I mean, she was
really is.
She said, well, do you know which fork? I was like, no, ma'am.
She probably saw it all over your faces, baby. She probably looked and was like,
I was so nervous. That's what she
doesn't know what to do.
She said, and you put this fork right here, and you take that. I was like, oh my gosh, she's the sweetest lady. You just don't know. You just don't know, because some pastors, they're so high and untouchable. But your family, I mean, your dad was so nice. He was so nice to me. Your mom was just so caring to me. And, I was like, you know what? I'm Team Jakes all the way. And I mean, they are just lovable people. And I saw you. In fact, I got a picture of you and I, we took together when I was younger. I'm going to show this picture. You was just like, come on, take a picture with me. You just never know. I'm just glad, Cora, Pastor Cora, that y'all are people that are reachable.
I think that's that West Virginia in us. You can't take that country Southern hospitality. And my father has always really instilled in us to just be good people.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I can be kind, that it'll draw people. And that's what I want to do. I want to draw people to Christ the best way that I can. And you can't do that being stuck up and arrogant.
Well, here is our picture.
I mean, some people do, but I think that's a raggedy way to do it. But,
Well, this is our picture together.
Look at us, girl. Listen, I miss that hair. Listen, this hair was what I wore for my first sermon. This was around that time I preached my first sermon at the Potter's house. God's about to make you laugh.
This is out of the
Full
girl.
circle
And
moment.
I walked up to you and I was just like, I just want a picture. You said, come on, baby, come on, honey. Let's get this picture together.
Yes.
Girl, I was skinny then. I'm gonna take that. I was skinny then, child. I ain't listen.
It's okay. We're making it back. We're making it back. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you. We're making it back. We're making it back.
Yeah. So I want to definitely reveal the cover. You know, I told my team, I said, I'm gonna get her to speak. We're gonna put her on this cover. So this is your cover, guys. I'm excited. So my question is this your first time being on the cover?
Of this magazine? Yes.
Oh, of a magazine. What other covers?
Oh, no. No, I've been on covers of magazines before. I can't remember the names of them. They leave me now, but
some names, Cora. Leave me.
What was it? It's not Emotions. It's something Image. I tried to erase everything that has Coleman on it, so I can't even really grab it for you at this point. This will be my first cover as Cora Jakes. How about that? Huh?
I receive that, baby, in Jesus' name. Okay. What music do you listen to when you work out?
Afrobeats.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay. Afrobeats. Okay. What's the name of the music?
That's what it's called. Afrobeats.
Oh, Afrobeats?
Yeah. More often than not, they're Nigerian because I'm Nigerian, half Nigerian. And so I love the swag to Nigerian beats. And so I listen to a lot of Nigerian Afrobeat music.
Let's talk about Coach Cora, and then we're gonna let her go because I've done my part. Tell us what made you decide to step into the coaching world.
I love helping people. Okay. So even though I don't like really fool with people, I love being able to help people. I love being able to shift people's perspective of their pain. I feel like God has given me a very unique gift in being able to show people his hand in the midst of their hurt. And so as a life coach, I get to walk you through your pain, and you don't have to do it by yourself. You don't have to do it alone. And you tell me a story about yourself, and you may be thinking the worst of it. I just had a mentee the other day. She said, I've been having nightmares. And I said, no, the Holy Spirit said you haven't been having nightmares. You're interpreting them wrong. And so she tells me her dream, and I interpret it a completely different way. And she was like, wow, that just gives me so much peace that I didn't even think of it that way. And that was an instant thought for me. It wasn't like I thought the worst and then worked my way to the better perspective. It is immediate for me. As soon as you give me something that sounds dark and dreary and heavy, I am likely going to be able to navigate the strategy of the enemy to get you out of it. I've been very good at that. So I coach people on how to make their opponent insignificant. We grew up believing the devil was so big and so bad, and the devil did everything. Great granny and great auntie, and the devil burnt your toast, the devil stubbed your toe, the devil took the light off, the devil ran your car out of gas, the devil spoiled the milk. And I just thought, man, this devil, he got to be big. And then when I got older, I figured out, oh, he's only as big as y'all let him be.
That's good.
And so I wanted to coach people on how to make the devil insignificant after years of hearing that he was big and bad. That's why he don't really fool with me. The devil really don't fool with me. We don't have a really good relationship, but I understand. I get it.
That was good right there. Tiffany Newsom said that was good. Guys, listen. So What's the program? What's the coaching program? You know, listen, I'm a coach, so you know how we do it.
Yes, so if you want to be mentored by me, I have 2 different programs. So I have a 4-week program, and that starts at $750. And then I have an 8-week program, and that's $1,000. You get 45 minutes to an hour with me each session. I specialize and uniquely cater the curriculum to you based off of your goals, both for inner healing and business wise. You can email call me Cora team at gmail.com. And that is how you just apply. Let me know why you feel like I should be your mentor and why you would be interested in the program. And then I send you an invoice and you schedule. I work from Tuesday to Thursday, very flexible hours, and my mentees are great. And I try to be like as accessible and as wise and Holy Spirit led as possible.
Okay, then I'm gonna put that in the notes, guys. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure y'all get connected to her, so y'all can get what y'all listen. What God got y'all at? I want y'all to win. We want everybody to win. Give me 1 second. What's the email address again?
Call me Cora team. Call me Cora team at gmail.com. And if in your heart right now you're saying I shouldn't be charging for mentoring,
I wish they would.
Don't email me. All right. Don't
Baby,
email
me. This
isn't for you.
I wish
If
you,
in your heart you think I'm preaching
I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. I saw. You. I think you ran some Facebook ads, and somebody wanted. I was like, "Are you?"
Yeah, they always want me to do stuff for free, Debbie.
For free,
all the time.
Well, she got bills like y'all.
I got bills like y'all. Hungry kids, greedy kids like y'all. My kids greedy. My God.
We got to get Cora to Alabama as well. I got to get you to Alabama. You know, I'm in Alabama. Got to get you to.
Oh, really? My adjutant is from Alabama.
Yeah, I live in. But my husband and I pastor a church here in Montgomery. So we got to get out. So you haven't been to Selma before? Never been to Selma?
No.
Cora.
No.
You should go to Selma. You should walk the bridge. We have an amazing museum here because you know slavery.
Yes, absolutely.
Everything
is here. Alabama very much so gives slavery.
I can't with you. You can't say it like that. You can't say it. That is so good, man. Come on.
Just kidding.
My daughter said, "Hey, mama, you want to speak to Cora? That's my baby."
Hey, pretty girl.
Kanaya said, "Hey." Oh my God, look at everybody. Come on, hey,
come on. You better call your mom your chocolate bunny. I love it. That's cute.
Embarrassing. No, we're gonna take that off. Okay. All right, guys. That's all I have. Any more questions for the court? Listen, next week is gonna be amazing.
Ask me a question. I have time.
Oh, look at that. Look at this. That's what you call favor ain't fair, baby. Trina said, "Hey, ladies. My son-in-law said the best mother-in-law in the world." Oh God, come on. I love my son-in-law. I'm so happy. My daughter's happy. Okay. Any questions, guys? I did all the questions. They inboxed me. Listen, they had me going in. Ask her this, ask her that, ask her this. I had over 50-some questions, Cora. This is good.
Listen, Margaret said everything is not free. I am a consultant. Listen. Everything is not free. Okay. I don't take copay.
Oh, let's talk about this. Dr. Sylvia A. Cole is giving you the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award next week. You remember that, right?
Yes, I am aware and overwhelmed. I don't have words for that. It's been a heck of a last couple of years for me. So it's an absolute honor to be appreciated in that way.
And I think, it's all about giving back. I love listening to here they go. I love listening to Cora. We have things in common. I hope to get a chance to meet her one day. You and your family are amazing. We love you, Cora. Prophetess Linda Dunn. Love you, Prophetess. She said, enjoy. Zan said, congratulations, Cora. Karen, congratulations. Said that. Oh, my no copay. Yeah. Grace and peace, ladies.
Thank you, Tanisha. What are your next ministry beyond your coaching? I'm working on a prayer book right now. And it's actually a very prophetic book. And by that I mean I don't write until God tells me to. And so I don't know when it's going to be done. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's just prayers. And it's prayers that I've used to kind of get through these past 2 years of divorce and trauma. Well, almost 2 years of divorce and trauma. And so I'm working on that ministry wise. I'm getting back out there ministry wise, just tiptoeing. I want to make sure that I am accessible to my children as much as possible. So that's why I'm doing a lot of local things and virtual things, so that if my daughter screams or my son screams or they're having nightmares or anything like that, I'm here to be peace for them.
Yeah, because I went to women. I looked for you at Women That Are Losing. I was like, I'm going to see Cora, and you wasn't there, and I was just like, oh, my baby's
not. I had knee surgery.
Yeah,
and it was a lot more strenuous and damaging than they were expecting. So I was originally going to be able to make it, but there was a lot of contingencies that had to be done, and I did not want to put even more pressure on the conference by adding my broke knee into the swing of things. But looking back, I kind of wish that I had been there, if only just to hold my sister up as she received the torch from Dad.
And we're excited for her.
Absolutely. I can think of no one more qualified to have the capacity to do it.
It's the eye look
real.
Like your face expressions is everything. I can only imagine you when things happen at church that was funny. Your face expression looked like, did that just happen?
I used to get in trouble with the cameraman all the time. You can that camera over there, and Cora is likely to be looking real suspect.
That's why I asked you, I'm like, what was the fun? Because I know people don't understand. If you're not church, you will never understand.
No. And when you're sitting up there, you see so much. Like you see so much out of order stuff that just gives you like, you don't want to rebuke it or condemn it, come as you are. We get it, whatever. But it makes you giggle. Like, it's just like, really, you wore that today? Like, when you looked in the mirror, you felt good about that? All right, girl, get how you live. All right. But it's crazy. I may give you the side eye. I want you to come as you are, but maybe not like that. I don't know. I
can't. She do. Man, listen, if you had a Cora J show, man, please, I'm begging you, please to get a Cora J. Because, girl, you'll be giving, man. This my son-in-law taught me the word giving. You'll be giving. I be cracking up. Okay, you made a post on your live, and I want you to explain this post. And I go and watch it all the time. It was a post where you was dancing, and your hair was in a fro, and you was like, you don't never know. Please explain that to us. Please.
So, yikes. Okay, so we're going to get dark a little bit, guys.
Oh, God.
About 2 years ago, my world shattered after 12 years of what I thought was an amazing relationship filled with love and compassion. My daughter gave me the worst nightmare of ever. Every mom's worst nightmare, so to speak. So this happened in August. and the Woman Evolve conference was coming up. And I can remember vividly being absolutely depressed, crying myself to sleep every night, but pushing anyway, functioning anyway, performing anyway. And it took God really having to show me. I kept hearing that audio, show a video where you were at your lowest and nobody knew it. And I was like, oh, I don't have no video like that. And the Lord literally pops that video up on my phone. And I thought, I can't post this and tell them how I really felt in this moment, because it's extremely transparent. And I didn't want to trigger anyone, but I also wanted to let people know that they were not alone in feeling like they were still functioning, but not present. I felt like I was moving in the world. Things were happening, but I was not present. And so I posted it, didn't think like it was gonna go viral. Like, you know, every video you post, you like, oh, this gonna be the one. This gonna be the one. Didn't think it was gonna go viral. Went viral, over 1 million views. So many people DMing me, messaging me, commenting on it. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh my gosh, I felt the same way. And instantly I felt like, oh, this is what you're called to do. You've got to be transparent about the things that have hurt you so that you can help the people that feel like they're alone. Functioning, but not present. Performing, but not present. Crying yourself to sleep at night, but smiling in people's faces during the day. It's exhausting. And so I wanted to let people know they weren't alone. I wanted to let people know that that is depression. And we can't keep acting like, oh, it's just a sad day. No, you're depressed. And you're functioning depressed.
Jesus Christ.
And you're broken. And you need to talk to someone about being broken. And it's okay to be broken. It's okay. If I was watching the Shade, I looked at the Shade Room video the other day. I don't even know who this woman was, but she was devastatingly crying about the loss of her son. And everybody in the comments, a good majority of the people in the comments were like, this isn't the place for this. You need to get off of here. You shouldn't be crying. You shouldn't be crying online. Whoop, 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 whoop. And I thought to myself, if more people came online crying about what they're going through instead of hiding it, I wonder if somebody I wonder if people could make an outcry on social media and really get people to rally around them and pray for them and save their life from committing suicide. She lost her son. She comes online for an outcry. Somebody pray. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. I'm broken. She was lost. And if you can talk about them when they kill themselves, then why not help them when they cry for help? It's a cry for help. When you see them, they got their camera up and they filming that they crying. I'm depressed and I'm crying for help. And instead of saying, you know, God is peace and you're going to make it through. And I've been there too. And man, I couldn't even imagine how you're feeling right now and praying for you. Instead of that, this ain't the place for that. Why are y'all doing that? She shouldn't be crying on here like that. Where are we when it's time to minister to the people who, if we don't say that God is a healer and God is peace and God can help, if we don't say that, that's blood on our hands. You see someone crying out for help, and instead of comfort, you condemn the way they went about getting it. And so I thought, man, you know, if Whitney Houston had came on social media and asked for help, could she have still been alive right now? Could Twitch have still been alive right now if he felt comfortable enough to come into the social media platform and find help and encouragement and truth and light and love instead of condemnation, fearful of what they're going to say, sent him to death. Now we got actors getting cancer. They don't even tell us anymore because they don't know if somebody gonna pray. Chadwick Boseman went all the way to glory as we condemned him for losing weight. Didn't nobody say, well, I hope he's okay. Let's start praying for him. This isn't looking good. Didn't nobody say nothing.
No one word.
But we'll preach in the church.
Come on.
To the saved ones, to the healed ones. But the broken, suicidal, demonically possessed ones, we don't know how to deliver. We don't know how to set free. This is just, I mean, it's ridiculous. Honestly.
Good. Wow. You know what? And the thing about it, no one wants to stand up. Everybody wants to point fingers. Point.
Yep.
Well, what is the solution? Give me. If I'm going through something, if I'm crying out, it's because I'm trying to get your attention. When you post on media, you're trying to get attention.
Yes.
So who's coming to rescue? Some people just need to be set free. Some people just need to vent.
Yes. I think the change comes when we start putting ourselves in people's shoes and being empathetic instead of trying to capitalize and profit off of people's pain. Instead of comparing life to life, and she got this and I don't, and he got that and I don't, and they and that, and then everybody is looking for comparison and looking for what they can judge and looking for what they can rebuke and looking for what they can condemn, and nobody is saying, how can I help you? I see you're suffering. I see that trusting God is hard. How can I help you? I've been there before. I know what it's like to not trust God.
Ooh.
We don't want to be ministers. We don't want to preach the gospel and spread it out. And so we're losing. And that's why the church is going to get rebuked first again. Because we didn't learn from Paul. All the letters he wrote. And we still doing the same raggedy stuff.
So you know, I purposely didn't talk about the divorce on purpose. That's your life. I'm purposely. I want to talk about that. How do you feel now? How do you feel now?
I feel on top of the world.
Okay.
I feel on top of the world. And I'll tell you why. I let myself be broken so that I could see God rebuild me.
Woo, that's good.
And so I didn't resist it. Whenever you resist something, you caused the pain to last longer. When I fell into the healing, when I fell into the process, then God began to rebuild me from a place that I never thought he could. Sometimes you have to be broken unbelievably to activate your unbelievable faith in God. He was able to do something for me unbelievable. I thought, I will not make it out of this. I won't. And I tell people all the time, I tell my mentees, I've even wrote it in my book, I challenge the word of God when I'm going through the process. I challenge your mender of the broken heart. I challenge that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I challenge that all things work together for my good. I challenge that what the enemy meant for evil, God will turn it around for my good. I challenged it. And he rebuilt me. He mended my heart. He made the weapon not prosper. He showed me, just keep watching. If God never told me anything else, that just keep watching got me where I am. I kept saying, God, why? Like, what? Why do I have to go through this? Why does my daughter and my son have to go through this? Why are they lying on me? Why, God? I've been kind. I've been giving. I've been caring. I've been loving. I've been nice. I've been compassionate. Why?
My God.
He said, just keep watching. And I saw him being crucified. I saw him being beaten. I saw the people that he loved deny him and betray him. And then I saw him claim victory. I saw him die of himself in order to gain a crown of wealth and power and peace and joy. But if you were watching while he was being beaten, you would have counted him out. If you were watching while he got spat on, you would have counted him out. If you were watching while they nailed his hands on the cross, you would have counted him out. If you were watching while they yanked his beard out of his face, you would have counted him out. But when you just keep watching, the end of the story is victory comes after the times that you feel the most victimized.
Jesus.
Just keep watching. That's all they had to do. They kept asking, are you Jesus? He never answered them. He never said, yes, I am Jesus, and I can call all the angels down from heaven right now. My Father would come down and yank all of y'all up. He said, just keep watching.
Just keep watching.
He made them just keep watching. He didn't fight them. He didn't say, I don't deserve this. He even still saving people while he's hanging from the cross, y'all.
Woo!
Just keep watching. You're going to come to paradise with me. Just keep watching. The robber, the thief that said, no, you are Jesus. You're going to share paradise with me. But if you had looked at his life when he was locked up, you would have counted him out. When he was doing wrong, you would have counted him out. When he was backed up against the wall, you would have counted him out. But there's victory on the other side.
Jesus.
Just keep watching.
Woo! That's my girl. Boo, y'all. I love Babs, y'all. I'm sorry. I love Babs. I'm like, boo, y'all. Listen, that's my girl. I'll be the one when I'm like, that's my girl. It's Cora. Boo. Y'all know, listen, we like to have fun. Listen, we early. But we got to laugh. Got to laugh. Listen, keep watching.
Just keep watching.
When you know who you are and whose you are, There is no limits, no boundaries. What God's gonna do through Cora Jakes, baby. Do y'all hear
And
me?
that's a thread, like that's a thread throughout the Bible, y'all. People who were being thrown into fire pits, they didn't say nothing. Just keep watching.
Watch it.
Job losing his family, losing his kids, losing his ox, his cattle, his home, his body, his health. Just keep watching. Moses done killed somebody and had to run off into the wilderness. It looked like ain't nobody gonna be using Moses ever. Just keep watching. Just keep watching.
Listen, I see Apostle Naomi Daniels.
Hey.
That's our sugar. That's our chocolate drop. Hey, chocolate drop. Listen, that pink fire brunch gonna be sickening. I got Naomi. She coming before you, sis. She coming before you.
Oh man. Okay. Give me tough acts to follow then. Wow. Okay. I got it.
Listen, look, Apostle J. Daniels grooming her now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said give me a tough act to follow, because I know he gonna come with the fire in her for sure.
Well, we thank God for you. Listen, how many have y'all he laughing? He all here cracking up. Look. I want to give a shout out to Apostle J. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have got Pastor Cora. Thank God. That's why you got to have seed in the ground. You got to have people who can push you. I begged him for you for 3 years. Please, can I get it? Please.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. Listen, he said, I love both of you. We love you too, bro. We love you. We love you.
Love you.
Let me put him on. He said he loved both of us. Listen. But you know what? I'm so glad he didn't call you the first time I called him, because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready then. I wasn't ready.
I wasn't either.
Yeah. Okay. Because I bugged him. He'll tell you. I said, why you won't call? I mean, she ain't answer. So I got to ask you, the herpreneur won't know this. What made you say yes to us? To us.
My brother.
Well, there it is.
I trust him. I trust his word. I trust his integrity.
He loves
you. And I know that he would not put me in no mess, or he knows me. So I know that if he is telling me I should do it, that it's something that I should do. And he knows me. So he knows where I would go, where I wouldn't go, what I entertain and what I don't. And so it felt like a good fit.
He loves you so much.
I love him.
Even the times where I've talked to him, I'm like, but what? He loves you. He loves you. He is team Cora Jakes, and we are as well. Well, I thank you, team, for just hanging out with your girl. I can't wait to hug you. I've hugged you.
I can't wait either. It's going to be great. I can't believe it came up so quickly.
It did. I was like,
yeah.
So. But it's here next week, guys. 7 days, 6 days, 8 days for her. We'll see her sit on Saturday. Pink. Now, don't forget, y'all wear the pink now. Pink is the color now. I'm going to tell you that now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Pink.
Let me put that down.
Put that down. And don't forget to wear your gown on that Saturday night. It's a formal event, Miss Cora.
Okay.
Formal. That means formal.
Oh, I know what to do. You know who you're talking to, right? I know what to do.
I know that. Yeah, but I know you wanted to
slam. We're going to slay. We're going to slam and slay. It's done.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, thank you so much, Queen. Guys, go ahead and clap it out. Let's get some claps on the side for Cora. I'll pass Cora also drop. And don't forget, she got packages, guys. Book her. Now, God didn't tell you to call. Don't you waste your time. Because she knows to snatch your edges now. She knows snatch your edges.
Yeah. And if you sensitive, don't call me neither. No.
Did you just close your eyes?
I'm not the mentor for sensitive people. I'm really not. I know who I am. Don't. If you want a pity party partner, do not call me.
Man, this girl is the realest, y'all. Listen, Cora, can you please pray about doing the Cora J show?
So many people keep saying it. I think I want to start my podcast and then we'll go from there.
Because I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be like right here, like you had me cracking up today. You have no filter. I love that authenticity. I be praying for people like that. Come on, real people around me.
Yes.
I like it time. So, all right, guys, hold up. He said we're supposed to do the righteous and wretched. We're supposed to do righteous and wretched. There you go.
Bless it.
Get your husband. Get your husband.
Bless
it. All right, guys. I'm gonna play the commercial and then we out. All right. Love you, Cora. See you next week.
Love you too. Bye.
Y'all take care.
The Her Experience, presented by the Herpreneur Network, happening April 21st through the 23rd, and featuring a plethora of breakout workshops. Hosted by our very own Dr. Nikki Zeigler. Registration is only $99. Come and hear from Coach Cora Jace, Dr. Connie Stewart, Dr. Shirley Clark, Dr. Josephine Harris. Additional speaker spots are available. Come and hear from Coach Tamara Weaver and Lloyd Benson Jr. Experience the Her Awards, the Pink Fire Empowerment Brunch, and the Her Cave Experience. Don't miss out on this opportunity to collaborate, create, and celebrate. The Herpreneur Network, where collaboration trumps competition. We'll see you there.